welcome to day 2 of my 24 days of DIY. That's right, I am posting a DIY video for the next 24 days up until Christmas, so make sure you are subscribed to my channel because you won't want to miss out. Today's video is so good, you guys, and I wanted to make this early on in the series so that you guys can make one and enjoy it all winter long. As you can see, I have my sewing machine here, so it is a sewing project, but it is super simple, like so easy to do. So when I think of winter and I want to be cozy, the first thing that comes to mind is a throw blanket. So that's what we're going to make today. I'm going to show you guys how to make your very own throw blanket, but not just any throw blanket. I'm talking a faux fur throw blanket. You guys, I wish you could feel how soft this is through the camera. I am dying. This is the coziest fabric ever. And I'm so excited to turn it into a throw. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I'll be honest, I didn't do a ton of research before going to the fabric store. So I read a few different posts that say like about 3 yards of fabric should be good. But I thought, I want like a big throw blanket. So I went ahead and bought 4 yards of faux fur. And I didn't really realize how big it was until I brought it home. This is going to be a massive blanket, but I'm not mad about it. It can cover a whole queen size bed. So, big enough throw for the whole family, which I'm actually very excited about. But if you don't want it that big and just want to do like a normal size throw, I think 3 yards would be just fine. Also, I know faux fur isn't the cheapest, but it actually wasn't as expensive as I thought. And especially right now during the holidays, there's really good deals and sales on fabric at your fabric store. I got this fabric at Joann Fabric and Crafts, so if you have one of those close to you, you might be able to find this exact same fabric. It was 40% off when I went in, but if it is full price, there's always a coupon on their app or online you can print out. And the last time I checked, it was like 60% off of one item, which would be 1 cut of fabric as well. So that would be an even better deal, but I'm sure it's probably on sale. Another money-saving tip, if you don't want the whole thing to be faux fur, you could also do just like the top faux fur and then put the bottom side just like a minky fabric or something else that's a little cheaper. So if you want to do it that way, I would just get maybe 1.5 yards of faux fur and then 1.5 of a different fabric, and that would probably save you money as well. Okay, so like I said, this is the easiest sewing project ever. Basically, I'm just going to lay out all my fabric. I might have to move my sewing machine because this is gonna cover my whole table. Okay, yeah, so massive amount of fabric here, but I'm going to just fold it in half. And I'm actually gonna fold it in half right sides together. So I'm gonna have my back side facing up front, up top. You know what, I'm thinking I might have to actually do this on the floor because it's so massive. Hold on 1 second. Okay, welcome to my kitchen floor. All right, this will be much easier to work with. Okay, so I'm just gonna triple check that everything is totally smoothed out and even. Do I have fluff in my hair? I'm sure I'm gonna have fluff in my hair this whole video. Okay, so I think this is as good and straight and even as it's going to get. And since this is such a big piece of fabric, I'm actually going to use pins and pin down all my edges because when I bring it to my sewing machine, I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, pin down all my edges with just big pins. Okay, so maybe you can see that right here, there's quite a big gap of where just the fabric wasn't completely even. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trim that off before I sew, just because I think it would be easier to sew without it. Okay, so now I'm gonna start sewing and I'm going to sew all the way around, but I'm gonna leave a space, I don't know, probably like this big on one of the sides so that I can flip it inside out. But other than that, I'm gonna just sew all the way around. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. Okay, so I just sewed all around except leaving a little space. Okay, so here's my space. I maybe should have made it a little bit bigger just because how big this is, but that's okay. So I'm now going to take the time and flip this inside out. Actually, no, that was a good amount of space. This is actually really easy to flip. Okay, then once it's flipped, I want to find all my corners, and I'm just going to use my finger and push the corners out. Ah! Oh my goodness, I am so happy with this. It looks so good and cozy. Ah! Okay, so then the last step we need to do is, we had our hole. Need to find mine. And we need to close this up because we don't want a hole in our blanket. So to do that, and also just to keep the blanket in a good shape, I'm just going to top stitch the whole entire rectangle. So I'm going to take this opening and kind of fold the two ends down so that they're nice and closed. So I'm just gonna start at this corner and just sew all the way down the rectangle, making sure I close this hole. The good thing about faux fur too is you won't really be able to see the top stitch. You guys. Oh my goodness. Yep. I'm just gonna stay here for the rest of winter. I love this so much. I'm so happy right now. Okay, let me show you how big this is. All sewn together. Oh, I can't even get it in frame. It's massive. I'm so excited. Can easily fit another buddy in here. Or you can keep it all to yourself and be a giant faux fur burrito. Okay, so that is it for this video. You guys have to make this. It's so cozy. I don't know how any of the other DIYs will be able to beat this one because it's so good. But there are 22 more coming, so be sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out, and come back tomorrow for another video. If you like these DIYs, please make them and tag me in it. I love seeing them. Share the projects and the videos with your friends. That helps me out a ton. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye. Now I'm gonna go cuddle up on the couch with this and watch a show.